doesn't already know
Oh
it
yeah, of
first.
course. Yeah.
You do the intro.
Do do the intro. Here we are. Hey, welcome everybody to Astronomy Daily Live. It's 2 hours UTC. It's time again to get together and think and talk astronomical things and space things and science things and whatever else we might dive into. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I've got the hydrogen hydroxide sitting by for some. The humidity here now is so low that my throat gets like really dry. I mean, I've been drinking all day, and I'm
Me
just
too.
oh
Okay, I'm
no.
doing this. I don't even have. I never drank a heck of a lot yet. I just got done with me with my scratchy throat.
Uh, yeah, no, it isn't a scratchy throat. It's just dry. It's just really dry
Well,
here.
maybe that's it too. It's been dry lately.
It's a good habit to drink a lot of water, though. That can't hurt you.
I am blessed to have that habit. That's a very
That's a
very
good
strong
habit.
habit that I've had really my entire life. I've always preferred that to anything else.
Yeah, but I've always drank a lot my entire life. I had to keep going. Okay.
I'm
Now, I want to open this up with a little something for the beginners or someone who might know a beginner or have grandchildren. This is a Celestron first scope. Now, I have to get this back to my student tomorrow or he'll kill me. I let him have this. One of the kids I teach looks like he's going to be a budding astronomer. I say this because last year he was 12 years old, and I bought this little scope and gave it to him. It comes with 3 little eyepieces and a finder scope, no red dot on it, just a finder. And believe me, if you can
okay.
line this finder up with the body of the telescope, you can line anything up.
Yep.
It's hard to do. It's pretty basic.
Yep.
But this scope comes with 3 little eyepieces of various millimeters. I have the 20 in there now, but it goes all the way down to 4. And I gave this scope to this kid last year, and the next week when I went in to tutor him, he's given me a lecture about Kepler's laws of motion, which I thought was pretty impressive. Yes, I know what they are, but he's 12,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
he had found that out on the web and all that stuff. But this is a very nice little scope. It's fairly inexpensive. You're looking at around $50 for the works. It's a very inexpensive way for somebody to start up in astronomy. And to be perfectly honest, it is probably the scope I should have started out with in astronomy as well. But anyway, that's the...
Well, some of us like to go overboard or
I like to dive right in,
just dive into the deep
no messing
end.
around, boy.
No messing around. No messing
I haven't
around.
got time to mess around, so I did my mess arounding later. Also, I'm getting educated on how one goes about moving sensitive equipment like telescopes. I'm talking about major move. I'm not talking about driving to the observatory. I'm talking about like if you were moving to a different state or something like that. Oh man. First of all, it's tough to find somebody to do. You can't move this kind of equipment using FedEx and UPS. I mean, that ain't gonna do it. But I've found scientific moving companies that will move scientific equipment.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
they're really expensive, but they'll do a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, and for equipment,
Wow.
for sensitive scientific equipment, even what they charge, you can't rebuy the equipment cheaper.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
that's not going to happen.
And see,
But
that
anyway,
that is one of the cool things about um, telescopes in general, is that they are very, very, very sensitive pieces of equipment. They really, really are.
oh yeah,
Which is why they can give at any level, from trying to do the most sensitive, dedicated thing, to just looking around. So yeah, so what size is that? Is that about a 3-inch or a 4-inch? Is it a reflector?
yeah, yeah. Here we go. Wait a minute. See if I can show you what's going on.
It looks like
That's a reflector, all right.
Yeah.
And I better not break this. I haven't messed with this.
Yeah, no, I think you need to pull up. You need to pull off the other side.
Whoa! I don't know
There
if
we
you
go. Yeah.
see
Nice.
there. And then the viewing, of course, is just straight
Right.
off the side. Focus here.
So that's what's called a Newtonian.
Newtonian
Yeah.
reflector, right? And it makes a very nice beginning unit for a kid, and it's pretty indestructible. It's not.
Let me tell you, if I would have had one of those when I was 12, I would be going insane.
And well, this kid is. He loves this scope. He loves this scope. He goes out because it's light. I mean, nothing to it.
Yeah.
He can run out and look whenever he wants. And to tell you the truth, once you learn to use the various little eyepieces they give you with it, it gives you a really good view of the planets on the rare clear nights that we have around here. This will give you enough magnification that you can see Saturn's rings. I mean, okay, maybe you can't see them the way you would see them on my big scope, but for a kid, this is great.
Oh, that would have blown my mind.
Oh yeah, this thing is super, and this young man is really interested in astrophysics and astronomy, and he's a SpaceX nut. And what the goal we're trying to achieve with this kid here, he's going into high school. He was in middle school when I met him with a group of kids that I tutor. He goes into high school next year. And what we're going to try to do is prep him for competitive scholarship. Since he's poor, he qualifies for many kinds of scholarships, as all my kids do. I mean, the kids I teach. When I say my kids, I'm way too old to have kids that young. They're not my kids. They're kids I teach.
Who knows?
These kids always qualify for a lot of stuff because they're poor. But the really good scholarships are the ones that you win on the basis of academic excellence. You want to get a comfortable full ride, you take down a national merit or one of those. And you have to do super well to get those. And boy, come water, high water, this kid is going to get a full ride if it is the last thing I do, because I think he is going to make a fine scientist.
If I would say that if Atta wants this kid to succeed, then he probably will.
He will do it. He will be more afraid of me than he is of that test. No, but he's and long after I'm dead, he will look at his little first scope and he will remember.
Now, tell me this: do you think next week or next month he's going to be off, doing something else, or has this sort of stuck?
No, this is stuck. He's had this scope for nearly a year.
A year. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's stuck. It's not just he's very interested in outer space and astrophysics generally, and if he saw a UFO, he'd do the same thing Carolina would do. He'd go chase it.
Yeah.
Not me, boy. I ain't that interested. I want the few years I've got left.
Yeah. Has he? Before we go on, I definitely want to formally say hello to Bobby.
Well, looks like I didn't need an introduction, okay?
Bobby never needs an introduction. He's the man. He's our wrestler.
Everyone on the panel needs an introduction, of course.
Yeah. And of course, you did meet the lovely, sexy, talented Tricky off the Linda.
I love Bobby. I love him. He makes me wish I were 60 years younger. I don't know. 60 would do it.
60 would do it.
Look who we got. Oh, Uncle Bill isn't lurking. He actually wrote something. That's good. I don't want any more crap from Uncle Bill lurking in the background.
And then there is Jim from Carolina Sky. So Jim from Carolina Sky, Chuck is there. And of course, Uncle B is there as well.
Nice.
You may proceed now.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
And Arta, I know you probably missed the short live stream yesterday, but was you able to catch the SpaceX Starlink launch?
Yes. Oh yes.
Wasn't that spectacular?
Oh.
The only thing that surprised me was the deployment of the satellites. Yeah. I thought, and I think lots of people thought that they were going to spin it like this.
Yeah, I thought that
they would splay out, but instead they were rotating like that, and they just flung them outward.
Yeah, I felt the same way you did. I thought they were going to spin them out. It was all going to fly out.
Yeah.
This way.
No,
that's not the way it happened.
Do you know what that is? People don't realize this yet, but that is a catapult.
Yeah, I know what that is. I studied Roman history. I know.
Yeah. And the way that they actually deploy those 60 satellites into the wild, it's got to be split. But right now, they got to be spreading all the way out by now.
Well, Bobby, there are over the past 3 or 4 hours, there have been piling in reports over Europe of this string of lights in the sky, this big long line of lights in the sky moving over the sky, and that's it. That is Starlink.
And there's your internet, Cosmic. It's just waiting for you to grab.
Just waiting now. Just waiting. So yeah, this line of objects is going to be visible from many parts of the planet, including yours. So I'm hoping over the next day or so that Heavens Above updates their database. Dave Dickinson on Twitter has been tweeting about various passes. But yeah, there really isn't anything over me per se. I can say that tomorrow morning, it's predicted to go over pretty close to you, Bobby.
Holy.
So let me see if I can find the tweet that Dave sent me. Hold on.
Yeah.
And I will show you the path.
And there is Andy Calloway in the chat.
Hi, Andy.
Hey there, Andy. So here,
Chat.
I will show you the chart that Dave Dickinson sent me via Twitter about maybe half an hour ago or so. I'm going to share my screen. Hide this over here. Okay, so this is what he sent me, and let's see if I can. Yeah, I can zoom in a little bit. So I was asking about Arizona, of course, but as you can see, oh, you know what? It's going to be going over you, but the sun's going to be up. So nope, you're not going to see it.
Okay. But
Yeah,
it is. Well, if Atta would not be rattling around, I would be definitely be able to see it within with my window. So let me see. Yeah, you. Well, actually, by looking at it and judging it, okay, it looks like it may pass between the Texas and Louisiana, like close to Lake Charles, but I'm not sure. But I don't think it's going to pass by me. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, if this orbit is correct, you would be able to see it in your sky. But no, the sun's going to be up. You're not going to see it.
Right.
This is the Terminator here. So here.
Yeah, the gray line.
Yeah, well, it's sort of this red and white line, or red and gray line here.
Shortwave listeners calls it the gray line.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Most astronomers call it the Terminator. Anyway, so yeah. People over here might be able to see it, but again, I mean, it's going to be in twilight, so
yeah.
probably.
So I think by looking at this photo.
Well, and this is
I'll be darned if Matt Keller would be able to see it.
Yeah. So I guess this is happening at 11:49 UTC today, right? So in about 9 hours or so, something like that. So yeah, really, really, really early in the morning. Like I said, I mean, yeah, you're not really going to be able to see it, I don't think.
So they haven't even scrambled yet. That's the thing, huh?
No, they are spreading as we speak, and that's what this line is, that everybody is seeing. Let me see if I can. I don't think I have anything incriminating on my Twitter account here. Let's see if I can find something else here. I was doing a thing for Starlink.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully there isn't anything too incriminating.
Who's the cute guy with the big white beard who looks like Santa Claus?
Who's that?
On your account, there's some guy with a big white beard, looks like Santa Claus.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know you. He's not there. Whoops! There he is. Oops.
Which one?
And back up. Whoa! There, that one.
That is
Dave Dickinson.
Yeah, this is the guy that I've been.
Oh, he doesn't have a beard. He just looked like he had a beard.
Yeah, he sort of. Yeah, Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can find some photos here. That's what we want. There's lots of videos, but let's see if there's some photos of what this line of things looks like. And oh, well, here's. Let's see if we can play that. No, that's just an image. This
Why
is
put an image? Well, we'll try the link on there.
Here,
Well,
let's see.
here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, here. That's a train. Look how good it's spreading. Almost like the Peloton on the Tour de France.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's spreading. There's a longer version of this video too, but I'm probably not going to be able to find it. 60 satellites. Here's another picture. Little teaser there of some sort. Anyway, so yeah, I would say over the next, I don't know, week or two.
Now, the way you did your search is by reference, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should try it like by starting with the most recent, if they have that function.
That's what I'm doing. The latest.
And that's the latest.
That's the latest. Yeah, it's all sort of the same thing now, but yeah, that's a real deal thing, and it's really cool. So yeah, I'll try to keep track of that and alert everyone when there might be a pass, or keep an eye out yourself, of course, because that is definitely something we're seeing. Nothing I don't think has ever been seen like that ever before. So
yeah.
And
talk about a good train too.
It's an amazing train, and yeah, I guess it's just going to spread out. Each satellite has an ion drive. They're using krypton. And so these things can maneuver around. They've got a single solar panel, and they're great. They'll last a long time.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that too. Carolina said, "What about the asteroid with its own moon?"
Yes, that is that is going to be going by us in the next couple of days. That's the asteroid that I'm going to try to observe starting about 3:30 UTC on the 27th, and I'm hoping to get about an hour's worth of data because it's really low. So it's not ideal to be capturing this, but it's supposed to be magnitude 12.5, so I should be able to see it really easily. And yeah, I'm going to collect data on it that night. That's the goal. And this is the one, that has its own moon.
That's the one that looks like the spaceship in War of the Worlds. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Is it that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what the picture reminded me of. The original War of the Worlds.
I posted over onto the Discord somewhere. I posted probably here under Obsessions.
Yeah, that's where it
Yeah.
went.
So this
Krypton ion thrusters look very comic book like. So they do have the ability to spread out and do its job, right?
yes. As soon as this graphic loads, I will show you what this is. Okay, so this goes to a Newsweek article. Oy. Okay, well, maybe I won't. I'll just show you. What I've got here. Share my screen again. Oh, come on.
Oh yeah, and Jem says Jupiter's GRS is unraveling.
Yes, I talked about that last night as well. So
Yeah.
anyway, here's some additional possible configurations. This is asteroid 66391. It's 1999. Oh, I never remember what I've got it here. 1999 KW4. So it was discovered in 99. So, and it's a big one. It's like 1.3 or 1.4 kilometers in diameter. And it's going to be getting pretty close. A few million miles. So, that's not bad. But yeah, I'm going to...
So, Pagemaster has found an article from NASA about the Krypton ion thrusters.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, everything you ever wanted to know about ion thrusters.
Nice. Excellent. All right, well, cool. So, all right. So yeah, lots going on. As usual, that's how this goes, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. We're gonna, be made aware of so much more. It's going to soon become pretty overwhelming, but I think we'll be able to deal with that. I hope so, because there's a lot of cool and interesting things that I think are going to be discovered over the next 10 years or so.
And I think by judging at it, I think those Starlinks are bright as great as it is.
They are. Looks like they really appear to be very easily visible. Easy. Really bright. Really, really bright. So
just
very, very
as
cool.
long as it doesn't makes an artificial sun yet.
Yeah. Well, you are going to get some specular reflectance off of those panels, and for a moment you're going to you might at least get a pretty bright flash. Yep, that can happen. You see it with the
and there's going to be, and the people that never seen this happen is going to say, "Oh my gosh, it's a UFO." No, it's a Starlink. Is that all, you moron?
Yeah, well, that's okay. Bobby, not everybody has to know. That would make things really, really, really boring. Right? So it's so much better, when we don't know. So we have to wonder about it a little bit. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
That's why I say it's Godzilla, but due to the copyright runs, it's not.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. All right. Well, great. So, I'm. It's clear here again at my location in southern Arizona. It's clear. The wind. I don't see any more wind. The wind's been blowing a little bit here, but it sort of looks like the wind has stopped blowing. it's getting dark. As I said, it's really, really clear. And I really, really, really should take full advantage of this. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have to. I've got a lot of data.
You have so many clear nights where you live.
Oh, man, I feel terrible.
Probably just as clear as Arabian Nights.
So many.
I can say though that last night I did go out when it was dark, and I stood outside. Let my eyes dark adapt and everything, and the seeing was pretty terrible. It was pretty bad. So, I mean, things can completely change, and it can be absolutely fantastic right now, right? Somebody is doing something.
Yeah, there's a lot of Storm Lake shenanigans and stuff.
Sky is falling. Darn, it's just a satellite.
Oh, geez. I love that.
That's
could have been
great.
worse if it was the ISS or a plane.
That's great. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, when I'm collecting data, I'm working, right? I mean, it's fun. It's fun work, but it's not exactly a chore, but it's a effort, and yeah, I don't really know if I really need any more data right now. I've got a lot. I've got a lot to go through. So yeah, I don't know. It's really, really nice out there, though.
But if you
Rub
did,
it in.
No,
Rub it in.
I hate it.
but if you did have a plan, what would you do?
I do have a plan, and what it would be 3 hours of HW Virginis, that eclipsing binary star. It's going to be going through its eclipse cycle around 11:30 p.m. my time. So I'd be able to watch it during the secondary eclipse and the primary eclipse. So no, I've got
What are you waiting for?
I've got a plan. So it's just, well, but I've got a lot of that data already. So yeah, but I mean, what I can do, and what I will do no matter what, is go outside and just look around, right? For sure. Absolutely. I just don't know if I'm going to do any data collection. How about that?
Okay.
Does that make you feel better?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
So it's not as if I'm going to just, stay inside and, be like, nope, I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Don't want to look. No. So no, I will definitely go out and at a minimum, look around, make sure I get a good view for everybody, because yeah, it's really, really nice here. Really, really nice. And it's super dry. Super, super dry. Can't believe it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yep. I do too. Yeah. So I grew up in a relatively urban area. And I could see third magnitude stars, something like that. I could see, for instance, Alpha Librae. It's a binary star. So I could just sort of barely see that as a kid. And that was actually the first sort of astronomical object that I got excited about, was Alpha Librae. It's a nice visual binary star, very, very cool. It's let's see, that's I think that's, I'm trying to think where Libra is. I think it's right in front of Scorpius, right? So it's up. I think it's probably up at sunset. I think. So anyway, yeah. So, but my first experience going out under a dark sky, a very dark sky, was a trip I took uh, west of town, maybe about maybe 30 minutes out, 40 minutes out or so, to what was considered a nearby dark site. And I remember I got out of the car and I looked up, and I was completely lost. Kira H, hey, nice to see you. Nice to see you.
I grew up in the middle of nowhere. Our sky was so black and so dark you could see the Milky Way. And I never looked up. I had no interest in astronomy when I was a kid. None.
Yeah, it's that's okay.
And I think to make matters.
Just with my eyes, I could have seen a bunch of stuff.
Well, when I saw that, go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah. I was just turning on my weather radio, and I found out that I think the transmitter may be offline.
So yeah, when I saw that sky, I was lost. I was completely lost. I could, for the first hour or so, I couldn't see the Big Dipper. I couldn't see any of the constellations that I had learned to recognize, because there were so many background stars crowding the field.
Yeah.
That it's all I saw was just big blobs of white everywhere, just smeared everywhere. And for at least a good hour, I was completely lost. It was a completely new sky.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a word of warning when it comes to weather alert radios. If your transmitter is going to be off for quite some time, my weather radio that I got, which is a Midwind WR120, if it doesn't do an alert tone within 10 days, it's going to beep like a maniac until it does.
Like a maniac, huh?
Yeah. But there's a way to reset it. You got to unplug it from the power supply, take out the batteries, replace the batteries, put the power pack back in, and put the AC back on. And maybe you have to reset the clock and stuff, but after that, you should be fine.
Huh. All right. Well, that sounds like a tried and true procedure. So cool. All right. Well, so yeah, that's the like I said, I don't know if I'm going to collect any data or not. Don't know. What's that?
Look at the moon.
Once you've seen the moon once, you've seen it all. So yeah,
If you saw it as rarely as I saw it, you'd be grateful for it. I get all excited when I can see the moon. I get all excited when I can see anything.
Yeah, seen one star, you've seen them all. They all
right.
all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at a minimum, I will definitely go out and completely soak it in
Bless
for
you, my son.
for
Look
sure,
for all of us.
for sure, for sure. Maybe collect data. We'll see how I feel in the next half hour or so, something like that. All right, but yeah, that eclipsing binary star does its thing every like 3 hours. It's not a very rare event. So yeah, it's something I could get tomorrow night or the night after. The night after, HW Virginis is just crossing the meridian right now, about when it gets really, really dark. So, that's the north-south line that goes directly overhead is the meridian. And so it's pretty close to the meridian around 8:30, 9 p.m. local time. So that also means it's about as high as it's going to be in the sky as well, because it makes an arc. And so it's right at the top of the arc here. So it's going to be getting lower and lower and lower. And I can observe it, for 3 hours pretty easily. So yeah, but I mean, it happens a lot. So do I have to today? Not really.
Well,
So we'll see.
okay.
We'll
If
see.
you don't have to, then it's quite all right. Because usually, from my point of view, you actually don't have any plans at all.
Well, that is absolutely true. Absolutely true. No plan. Very, very few plans.
Now, if I was up to suggest something, I want to look at stereo A and see if those sunspots are there or not,
You
or if
want
it's
us?
blank.
You want us to take a look at that?
Yeah, let's look at stereo A, shall we?
All right, stereo A, we shall. So why? So there's a stereo A and a stereo B. Why are you choosing stereo A?
I just wanted to see if the sunspots will be coming back soon.
Okay, so is stereo A sort of behind the Earth? Is it looking on
It's
the
it's
rotating inside?
looking okay. So how stereo A is supposed to work is there's a stereo B, which looks after the sunspot goes through our point of view. Stereo A is before our point of view.
Okay, so I'm going to pull it up here. Once I find it, I will share my screen. Stereo spacecraft.
Yeah, you want the stereo A.
And well, let's we can look at this a little bit too. I'm trying to see if where is stereo. There we go. That's what we want. Okay, so here we go. Let me share my screen here. I'm hearing something weird in the background. I don't know who that is.
One of my things going off. Don't pay any attention to it.
Okay. All right. No worries.
I just hit it when I climbed up here by mistake.
Okay. So here is there's a little site that says, where is stereo today? So as of 2 hours UTC today, which is like 44 minutes ago, here's what the situation is with those two spacecraft. So this is looking at the inner solar system from above. So all the planets and everything are going around the sun counterclockwise this way. And so here is the sun, of course. Here's Earth. And here is the position of stereo A. And here's the position of stereo B. So you can see that they're about as far away from the sun as the Earth is. So I don't know if they're actually, like co-orbital, but they're really, really close, to being, almost in the same orbit as Earth. But as you can see, as these rotate, B is in front of the Earth and A is behind the Earth. But of course, these spacecraft are looking at the sun. So we can get a view, which is, the half, that we can see. Stereo A and stereo B can do exactly the same thing. So in so doing, you can see here that for the most part, we can monitor the entire sun constantly. And these things move around. They're not always in that configuration. Sometimes, A is over here and B is over here. So, it just varies a lot. So, all right, so you want to look at stereo A because, of course, the sun is spinning on its axis counterclockwise as well. So this side of the sun is sort of spinning into Earth's view. So A can see anything actually before Earth can see it. So let's look at some stereo A. Data, I guess. Well, there's latest images. Let's do that, huh? Well, here we go.
I cannot even stand this. Look at this. Page Master is giving us another link right on the money.
Yeah, it's the press kit for stereo.
Oh, cool. Good. Excellent. Yeah. Thanks, Page Master. Yeah, those press kits are usually really, really informative, and they're sort of written, I guess, for the layperson. So maybe things make a little bit more sense. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to translate, complicated things. It's sort of, I don't like to dumb down things. I like to raise people up. That's one of the reasons, I'm sort of doing things the way I'm doing them, trying to keep things sort of above our heads a little bit, because that's a great way to reach. All right, so I guess SOHO is looking in a bunch of different wavelengths, and of course, these colors correspond to the wavelength. They're not actually what it looks like. These are ultraviolet. But yeah, it's showing you a region of the sun that Earth can't see right now. So this is stereo ahead, which I guess is that stereo A?
It's also sad that there's nothing on stereo B. Something's wrong with stereo B.
Oh, stereo B. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of interesting. That's stereo ahead, stereo behind, because it's actually the stereo behind that I think you would want to see, right, Bobby? Is that right?
Well, maybe we look at both of them and stuff. But I was wondering, because I'm looking at the images right now, and it does still look like there's a possibility.
Yeah. I guess I'm a little confused as to what A and B are. Is that ahead and behind? That doesn't make any sense, though.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Stereo A is usually ahead, and stereo B is behind.
so this tells me that we're looking at the solar system from below. Because then everything would be going around clockwise, and this would be ahead of Earth, and this would be behind. Yeah, it's frustrating. So, okay, well,
Maybe you haven't even seen Tim's scope videos yet, because she usually gets what's happening on stereo A.
stereo A, well, that makes sense. If this is looking at things that are spinning in. But
Yeah.
if stereo A is also stereo ahead, that sort of implies that it is ahead of Earth, which means everything is going around this way, which, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And there's no explanation here for that. You know, what the perspective
Well,
is.
if you look at the description just below the image, it will show you.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't say anything about um,
Sure.
how you should be looking
So
at.
check.
Yeah.
Maybe you should check the
too.
chat. Check the chat.
Now look under the picture, you'll see it. It says stereo A ahead, stereo B behind. Isn't that what you're looking for?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look, see?
Yeah, okay. All
Stereo
right.
ahead is red and behind is blue. See?
Okay. So that
Ahead and behind.
means everything is going this way, which means we're looking at the solar system from below. Okay. I have no problem with that. I just need to understand the orientation here. So, okay. But that see, but that means that the sun is rotating that way too. Oh, I'm confused. Yeah, I don't get that. What does it say? Is it dead or alive? All right. Well, let's keep looking here though, because this is neat anyway. So this is the okay. So we were over here. Let's go to latest images. And so stereo behind, whichever one that one is not available. This is the I think it looks like data from either SDO or SOHO, or I don't know what MLSO is. I haven't heard of that one.
Me either.
So they try to have everything covered. And if stereo behind was up, they definitely would. So pretty neat. But yeah, I'm not quite sure which is which here. So, but let's see. Let's can we? Oh yeah, here we can look at it's a pretty high resolution, 304 angstrom sun. Oh, where is it? Oh, is this it? Do I have to? I guess I have to click on this. Here we go. It's hard to tell if that's full resolution or not. I guess it is. It just looks a little pixelated. But there it is. That's as of, well, 0 hours, 16 minutes. So what, that was almost 3 hours ago is the latest there.
Yeah.
So you can see, these coronal holes in the north and the south here.
I'm looking at the left side of the image, and I was wondering if that's probably a possibility of some potential sunspots or what.
Yeah, it looks sort of active. We can let's look at some other wavelengths here and see if they if they show anything else. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let's
Now, scroll back up. There was something.
Which one?
Oh, you just clicked on it. Okay, it was just saying about the important notice about the deactivation of the FTC, and then there's an important notice about stereo behind. Maybe if we look at the notice with stereo B, that would be great.
Where was that?
It was on the top of the page.
Oh, up here.
Yeah.
Important notice about stereo behind. Uh-oh, that sounds serious.
Yeah. Let's see.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. You know what? I think I knew that.
Yeah.
That happened quite a while ago.
Now keep scrolling. I want to... Okay.
Yeah, so they lost communications with it. They tried to recommunicate. Doesn't look like they did. So okay, so stereo B is MI, well, not missing in action, I guess, just
out of action for a while.
Just out of action. Out of action. Yeah.
So it looks like you're not going to get anything from stereo B at all, right?
Nothing from stereo B. Nope. Nothing. All right, let's take a look here. So this doesn't look like anything really new. If I'm reading these names correctly, this is the year, month, and day. That's from the 22nd. So that's not incredibly updated. We could look anyway. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, it's been a few days. So this, if sort of assuming that the sun is rotating left to right, then this thing is going to start spitting in, and it looks like something interesting.
Okay, so MLSO is Mauna Loa Solar Observatory.
Okay, cool. So they have a ground.
And I think Page Master is also right as well. They did lost contact with stereo B.
Okay. Confirmed. So yeah, here are the dates on the images too. This one's been updated, but these ones haven't. So here, let me just reload this and see.
Now, are they going to try to get stereo B back to Earth, or what? And maybe replace stereo B with something else?
Yeah, I don't know what the plans are. You probably have to look at that little article a little more carefully. I just sort of glanced at it.
Yeah.
But okay, and this is I'm not quite sure what Core 1 is.
Or even Core 2.
So they've got a well, yeah, it looks like some kind of coronagraph.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
This is
definitely looking at those coronagraphs. It does look like it's ugly on the coronagraphs.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna.
Oh, you just did a impact.
Yeah. Well, do I want to do that? Nah, not really. Okay, well, yeah. So they've got a wide field coronagraph too, and a narrow field coronagraph. Just like this is Soho. Yep. Nice. So yeah, I didn't know that they had that on stereo. That is really, really nice. You can get this view of the corona and that view at the same time. That's kind of neat. Pretty neat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? I think I am going to get out of here. I've got to decide what I'm going to do with this really, really clear sky out here. And I still don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I think for now, I think I'm going to get out of here. So let me check the chat one more time. Have one more of these. Cheers. Mmm.
Delish.
Delish. Okay, everybody. Well, yep. I think it's time to get on out of here for now. So have a great evening, a great day. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the little bell. Hit the thumbs up. That's always really, really nice. And spread the word. Just here having fun, talking astronomical things, spacey things, sciencey things, all things nerd. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Take care. Don't stop watching the skies. Totally.
Hey, that's it.
Totally agree with that. All right. So I will be here again tomorrow, 2 hours UTC. So until then, peace, cheers, and all that. Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.
And I will see you again next time. Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Later.